guys, it's Kristin and I have some empties for you. You guys always know if I'm sitting here, that means I have empties. It's just easy for me to go through my garbage and sort while I am talking to you guys about it. I'm going to apologize right off the bat. I'm going to really try hard not to touch my hair, but it's driving me crazy today. So it's just one of those days. All right, I am going to go, I always say I'm not going to organize it, and then I do end up organizing it in some sort of fashion, but we're going to start out anyway, just grabbing from the top. And I will, if it's something that is new, I'll try to link it for you guys below as usual. And if it's not, then, you know, we'll just skip over it as far as the linking, and I'll briefly mention it. So the Kirkland wipes, if you for some reason have never heard me or anybody else talk about these, they are amazing. You get them at Costco. They're the most cost effective, and they have lots of solution in them, and I really like them a whole lot. I think you get 150 of them for $12 or $13, something like that. Very cost effective. These, however, I end up using just for swatches because I didn't like them. I love a lot of the things from the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye line. This is the Bye Bye makeup wipes. I didn't like these at all. They didn't move across my face well. There wasn't enough solution. They just weren't my favorite. So those ones I would skip over. The Kirkland ones I would absolutely repurchase. All right, my camera just tipped over, so you know, if it looks different, that's why. Okay, I have this. So I have it was a gift that I got with a bunch of these little Laura Mercier body souffles. I like the body souffles in general, but I will say this about this one, and this is the one in almond coconut milk. This one is so strong that it will make people that, like, I put this on in the morning, and at choir practice that night, it made somebody who is fragrance sensitive, like their eyes were watering, and that's what I'm saying. I felt terrible. So you have to be really careful with this. You need to use it very sparingly. And if you have any sort of fragrance issues yourself or anybody in your household, this would not be a good purchase. I love the formula of these, but this particular scent is not one that I would suggest for anybody that has, you know, those kind of fragrance issues. One, however, that I do like, this is also a fragrance that'll stay with you throughout the day, but totally worth it. And this is the Trader Joe's Coconut Body Butter. I've talked about this a million times. I love this. I like the flip top. I think that is genius. Not only do I use this on my body, but I have switched to using it on my feet recently. I can't remember what video I just talked about that in, but my feet have never been in such good condition, and I am really dry. You guys know that my hands and feet are just always really dry, and I have to just pay extra attention to them in order for them to stay in a relatively decent condition. And this works so well, and it's like $5. So if you struggle with dry feet, I put some of this on, I put socks on, and my feet really have never been in such good condition. So I'm really happy about that. All right, I have a couple hair things here. This really is going to be in no order. It's just the way it is. Oh, you know what? I have another one. Two Trader Joe's body butters. Okay, so a couple hair things. This I will absolutely repurchase again. This is the Detox Dry Shampoo by Dry Bar. It's just my favorite dry shampoo. I feel like I have tried, obviously I haven't tried every dry bar or every dry shampoo out there, but I have tried a ton, and this one is still hands down my favorite. It works the best. I've not tried because I understand now that this one comes in a brunette maybe. I'm not sure if that's true. I need to check that out and see if that works as well. Just as my hair is a little bit darker now, I can still make this work. If you have ever struggled with that, what I will do is I will spray it in my hair usually before I get in the shower with my shower cap, and then when I get out, if I feel like I can still see a little bit, I just hit it with a hair dryer, and it will dissipate, and that's why I work with that. But it would be nice if I didn't have to take that extra step. You know what I mean? I have a travel size of the same thing, so absolutely would have purchased that. This is Paul Mitchell Hot Off the Press. I love this. I put this on my hair before I curl it. I wish that they made this in a travel size, but they don't. It's just a thermal protection spray and also adds some hold. This looks different though now. If you go to find this, they've changed the packaging of a lot of their Paul Mitchell products, and now it's in white with a red cap. Not silver anymore. Tresemme Tray 2. It's my favorite hairspray. This is not the little bitty travel size, but the one in between that. I always have one of those. And then this, I'm going to talk about both the shampoo and the conditioner in this line right away. This is the Malibu Scalp I feel like I'm going to say it funny, Scalp Wellness. This is the conditioner. I always go through conditioner faster than shampoo, but I'm just about out of the shampoo as well. So I really liked this. This was something that Eric, who is my hair genius before he actually left the profession, and I've switched to a new hair genius now. But anyway, he had suggested this because I struggle, especially in the winter, with really dry scalp. And so I use this once a week along with the conditioner to kind of help with any buildup that might get on your scalp and that sort of thing. And I really do like it. I think it works. And I will repurchase this line again. Absolutely. 100% hands down. Another Kirkland wipes. I don't know. I just say them because I think maybe somebody would watch my Empties that has never seen the Kirkland wipes before. And I don't know. They maybe don't know the joy that is a Kirkland wipe. All right. I used these up. It was kind of a weird time of year to use them, but I'll explain why I did that. The winter candy apple scent I love, and it's one that works pretty much, it could work pretty much year round, but I really like this scent. But the lotion that comes in this isn't quite as moisturizing for me as the triple moisture that comes in the squeeze tube. So I will use this kind if I have it. I try to use it up in the summer versus in the winter because it's just not moisturizing enough for me in the winter. So that's what I use these. I love this scent. This comes out every year. It's just such a, I mean, it's aptly, but there's some warmth to it. I don't know. Anyway, so I used that up. I went through another one of these. I use this every single day. I have used this every day for years. And okay, that's not true. Not every day. Every time I wash my hair. For years and years and years. This is the Macadamia Professional Nourishing Moisture Oil Treatment. I always get this because this bottle sells for about $40 if I remember correctly. So I always get it when I will purchase it when I get a 20% off from Ulta. So you can get this at Ulta. It's just the best. It just works really well for my hair. It's made such a difference. I learned about using this or any hair oil in general from Tammy I was going to say Uppy's Beads, but that's not her channel now. It's Tammy's Ageless Beauty. But anyway, I learned about that from her and have been grateful to this day. I put this, it's the first thing that goes on my hair when I get out of the shower. And then, actually I forgot to do it today. Usually after I've dried my hair, then I put a little bit more and put it on the ends. And actually you can tell the difference. You can see that my ends would like a little bit of oil. Oh well. All right, let's talk about some skin care things here. I guess I have a few more body care. We'll just keep digging. The Dove Nourish Beauty Dry Spray. This is my favorite deodorant. I love this. Again, I wish this came in a travel size. It does not. This, I used up one of these before I talked about it. I just thought I would go ahead and show you guys again. This is not available in the States for some reason that I can find yet. It's Dove Nourishing Care Shower Oil with Moroccan Argan Oil. I do really like this. I very much enjoyed it. I think it would be a better price point than the L'Occitane that it would for sure because it's Dove than the L'Occitane oil. But I will say, on my legs, it does the same thing, but when I'm shaving under my underarms, if using this, I will get kind of those little breakouts, and using the L'Occitane, I don't at all. So there's a little bit of a difference there. Just thought I would give that a quick mention. And so a couple skincare things. I went through another one of the Murad Resurgence Hydrating Toners. I use this, love this. I've repurchased several times. And I gotta tell you, I like this way more than I thought I was going to. This is the IT Miracle Water Anti-Aging 3-in-1 Glow Tonic. So, I'll tell you what it says on here. I'm laughing, you'll know why I'm laughing. Skin Brightening Radiance Booster Anti-Aging Treatment Essence and Skin Softening Micellar Cleanser. But I used this on my eyes. I didn't use it all over my face. I used it to take off my eye makeup like I would with Bioderma. And I think I liked it better than Bioderma. I think it was doing good things for my eyes. So I would consider repurchasing this. Currently using the one by Simple, and that actually is really good as well. As far as removing makeup, it's just as good as Bioderma and easier for me to get a hold of, I think, if it still exists. I don't know. Sometimes I have these things, like I bought that Simple one eons ago, and then I'll go to buy it and it's already been discontinued. That's just the way it works for me sometimes. All right, I have IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. This is fine. I don't love this. I will use it if I have it, but it's not something that I'm going to go out of my way to purchase. I just feel like it's not moisturizing enough. I've seen some people like build it up. They'll like put a bunch of it on there and let it soak in or whatever. And I think you kind of have to do that because on its own, you don't, it's not enough just to do a normal layer like I would do with my Algenist eye balm. The Algenist Renewal Eye Balm is so much better for my dry under eyes than this. Just my opinion. Went through another thing of Quo cotton rounds. You can only get these in Canada, which is sad because they're the best cotton rounds of life. Okay, a couple more. I don't know. I'm getting down to the bottom where there's a bunch of sort of randomy things. So some skincare, some makeup. I went through Bye Bye Redness Skin Relief Treatment Moisturizer. I like this. I feel like I've used one of these before and was like, meh. But this time when I used it, I don't know. I thought it was better. Now, what I think that boils down to is I used this in the summer, and I think it's just not quite enough for me in the winter, but in the summer, it was delightful. So I would consider repurchasing that again. However, if you're going to put that up against this is going to win hands down every single ding dang time. This is the Dr. Jart Water Drop. Let me try to, this is what it looks like. I just cut it open to get it all. Water Drop Hydrating Moisturizer. You hardly have to use any of this, and it is so amazing. I just love this. It's when you put it out on your skin, it looks like lotion. You touch it, it kind of turns to water, but it's so hydrating. I just love this. This is the second one of these that I have gone through. I got one in a box of some sort of subscription box, loved it, and then my friend Annette sent me this one because she can get it for a much more reasonable price overseas than we can get it for here, but I will absolutely repurchase that. I really am trying to go through everything that I have kind of in my backup stash of skincare before I buy anything else, but there are some things that I have to be buying because like eye cream, I just keep buying the Algenist. Okay, one more hair thing, couple more skin things, and then it's all makeup. I went through another sample or trial size, whatever, of the Caviar CC cream. I had purchased this in full size, so I used this on my hair right after the oil that I put in. And this I really like. They've changed this though. I think now it's called something else, but this is the Skin Laundry Restoring Night Serum. I really liked this. I actually felt like it really did something for my skin. If I used it every night, it was too much for me. I didn't know it was until somebody told me. It's a glycolic acid. So I used this a couple of times a week. I didn't use it every night because that's too much for my skin, but I did really like this, and I did feel like it brightened, and I actually feel like the name they changed this to is brightening or something like that, and I did feel like that's what it did. I went through a warm vanilla sugar travel size. I cannot talk. Travel size. This is one of my favorites from Bath & Body Works. I almost always have that in my travel bag. Neutrogena hand cream. You guys, winter is upon us. Dry skin is upon us. If you have dry hands and you've not tried the Neutrogena hand cream, I beg of you to give it a try. It's not something you're going to put on your hands and, then go do some chores. This is something that you put on your hands as the very last thing before you go to sleep. Like the last thing. Like all you're going to do is close your eyes and sleep. Because if you touch it's greasy. But it works. Okay. So I just this morning finished up my MAC Prep and Prime primer, so I'm going to put that over here so I make sure that goes on my I used it up list. And another I used it up. This has been through the ringer. This is the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder Illumination blah, blah. In light. I really like this. They are not carrying this in store apparently any longer. So if you want this, you can only get it on the IT Cosmetics website and possibly sell in Ulta's, but it's not in Ulta stores anymore, so I have to put that on my list as well. I have a couple mascaras here. We're going to save for Mascara Madness. This, I am tossing this out. I talked about this in a BoxyCharm review. This is the shade in Deep Burgundy by Lorac Pro Lipstick. This just bleeds all over the place. I would not give this to anybody. Not my favorite by any means. So I did review it in my review and new, but this is going to go in the garbage because A, I've used it and you can't sanitize that, and it's just not any good. I don't want anybody else to have to deal with that. I used up Moonstone Brown. It was getting close, and then the very last little bit dried up, but Moonstone Brown was a brown liner that I was working through by Tarte. I like these liners, but they no longer make them. So there's that. And I went through another Becca First Light Priming Filter. This is the travel size. I just bought 2 more of these, so absolutely will repurchase that. And I've gone through, I opened this up and got every little last bit out of it. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, just the original one. And then I have a little travel size. I did not cut this one open. It's just so teeny tiny. I didn't want to deal with that. I was traveling with this, and this is the one I was using here in my vanity. And I will repurchase these, although right now I'm using one from Smashbox that I'm really surprised by. I really, really like it. And that one doesn't have a doe foot applicator, and this one now has a doe foot applicator, which I don't appreciate. I'd rather have it squeeze out. So I don't know whether I'll repurchase these or not. I like them. I think they're great, but I don't appreciate the doe foot. I used up a body drench, lip drench in raspberry. You guys can see I dug down as much as I could down in there. I really, really like these. These are tricky to find, but I did find some on Amazon. But currently, I'm not repurchasing any of these currently. Right now, I really am enjoying the Blistex Deep Renewal. That one is really, really good. So that's currently the one I'm using. So I won't repurchase that one right away. This is the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. I didn't like this at all. It came in a boxy charm. I talked about it and that. It just, I can't get down in there. I can't get anything out of it. I don't know. it's not any good. So I've decided to go ahead and let that go. That's not technically an empty. And then I did use up this Chanel Sublimage cream for my travel. I try to sometimes stick these in here. A lot of times when I'm traveling, I use something up, I just chuck it at the hotel. But this was really, really nice. I have a feeling it is ridiculously expensive. I'll link it below and we can find out together. But yeah, I really liked it, but I have a feeling I would not purchase it because it's probably really expensive. Okay, little mascara madness. I have an IT Cosmetics Superhero, just a travel size. I do really like this one. I feel like it adds a nice length. I don't feel like it builds up quite as much volume as I would like, but you can get a little crazy. You know, your eyelashes can start looking a little crazy if you get too crazy with it, but I would repurchase that one. The Mary Kay Lash Intensity Mascara. Let me show you this. This is the kind of brush that I like. I do like this one. My only issue is that it does transfer, so I have to put like the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer over the top of it. That's what I do to get mascaras to stop from transferring. And it did, after maybe a month and a half, I felt like it started flaking on me. So not my favorite mascara, but a good one if you're wanting to try something from Mary Kay. This one, I don't know. I probably shouldn't toss it yet because I've only used it a few times, but I just didn't love it. It's the CoverGirl Flourish by Lash Blast. That's what the wand looks like. I felt like it didn't really build. I couldn't get it to build up at all. It definitely, like if you want a natural looking lash, this maybe is the one for you. If you want, I just like my lashes to look a little bit fuller. And I just didn't feel like I got a full looking lash from this. So that wasn't my favorite. And then lastly is this amazing mascara. This is by Wander Beauty. It's the Unlashed. I actually couldn't wait any longer and I opened another one because I have another one. I love this. It's a squeeze tube, so I feel like you can really get all the mascara out of there. It has a really interesting brush. Kind of reminds me of the Lancome Hypnose Drama sort of brush, but really it builds up volume, but also defines and separates your lashes. It's what I'm wearing today. Just so good. I love this mascara. This was a huge find this year for me. So that is everything for my empties. On my face today, I have the Misha Perfect Cover and the Dior Captured Hotel. And then I'm wearing the Tarte Blush in Party, the one with like party, like 2 or 3, 4 A's in it. That's one of the blush. I'm wearing Berlin Glow Girl Highlight by Becca. On my eyes, I'm wearing Natasha Denona Glaze. On my lids, MAC Ho in the crease and MAC Sketch on the outer corner and blend it in and beneath my lower lash line. And then for lips today, I'm wearing the Tarteist Lip Paint in Birthday Suit. And then over the top of that, the Rimmel Glow Gloss. No, that's not what it's called. Stay Glossy in Dorchester Rose. And I think that is everything, my friends. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. And in everything that you do and say, be beautiful. Bye.